Joel Smallbone and Richard Ramsey direct the newest music biographical film called Unsung Hero. Now, this movie is about the true story about the Smallbone family, a family from Australia who have big music dreams. However, after complications arise, they have to move to the United States to finish their music career. And that's basically what this movie is about, and where it takes off is when they have to move from Australia all the way to the United States. You also get a lot of the upbringing of some of the members of the family, like their music careers. The Smallbone family, lots of the boys of the Smallbone family, the brothers, have formed a very famous Christian band called For King and Country. And if you listen to that kind of music, Christian music, you probably have heard of them. Also, their sister, Rebecca Smallbone, has created a name for herself, who she's formerly known now as Rebecca St. James. And Rebecca St. James is kind of the main character or the main member of the music family that they focus in on the most. And so, yeah, you just got this story of this little known family who, after circumstances, had to move to the United States, and you can just see the upbringing of everyone and see what they had to go through. But does this movie show that in a good light, or does this music biopic really have me wanting a little bit more from it, to learn a little bit more about these characters? Let's see. So, like I said before, this movie is directed by Joel Smallbone and Richard Ramsey. Now, if the name Joel Smallbone sounds familiar, it's because he's actually in the band For King and Country. He acts in this movie and he directs this movie. He's a first-time director in the director's chair for this movie, and he's also working with Richard Ramsey to create this movie. And let me tell you right now, I think they both do a really good job. It's not the best effort that I feel like Joel Smallbone could have done in the director's chair, but he definitely does bring that love for the story that he's telling. Because obviously, the story that he's telling is his story, his family's story. So, of course, that love is gonna be there, and he's not gonna play any of the characters dirty, or write them to be not accurate to who they actually were. So you definitely get that feeling of love between all the characters, and just how much this family meant to each other and how much these challenges really challenged them. You really get that sense of realism thrown in here. All the cast does a really good job. Joel Smallbone is in this movie as well as directing. He plays his father in this movie, and he does a really good job. He hasn't really acted that much except in the movie Journey to Bethlehem. So, it was very interested to see how much more he could carry a movie. Because I feel like he did a really good job in the role that he was given in Journey to Bethlehem. But in here, he's playing more kind of a main character. And he continues to do a pretty good job in acting. He sells all of the dramatic moments and has lots of the chemistry with all the other actors, as well as all the other actors. Again, you can really tell that they were trying to get the chemistry right and the love that this family had, because they did have it, and it's very well greatly portrayed in this movie. Now, one thing I want to get into right now is my negatives of the movie before I keep going with my positives. Because while I do think this movie does a really good job of kind of pulling on your heartstrings and having those moments that you want in a movie like this, you also have moments where I do feel like they were focusing a little too much on just multiple subplots and plot lines. Like you have them moving from Australia to the United States, but you also have it's focusing a lot on the upbringing of the eldest child girl in the family, Rebecca Smallbone. It kind of takes a while for the movie to kind of get its balance correctly, I feel like, with just a cohesive story of trying to juggle those two things together. And because of that, I do feel like there was a little, just a little bit of underdeveloped characters and moments that I kind of really wanted to really make lots of the journey from Australia to the United States a little bit more profound and emotional. And also because of the too many plot lines going on, lots of the editing feels off to me. Like I feel like if they kind of edited the movie to kind of not go back and forth with some of the plot lines as much, it would have been a little bit more easy to follow. Now, as the movie goes along, it does better at that, but I feel like in the first 10-20 minutes, when they're setting up the movie, you can really feel that like they're trying to set up both plot lines, and it's kind of a little too much. But that does not take away from the fact, like I said, that this movie does a really good job of showing the dynamic this family had and the passion for music that they had, especially Rebecca Smallbone, who's now Rebecca St. James. As the movie really goes along, it does find its focus, and when it finds its focus, I feel like that's when the very dramatic, more emotional moments come into play, because you have more time to kind of sit and think about the subject matter that's in the movie. And you just get this love and passion and this very kind of cliche message, I gotta admit, of um, God will always be there for you and God will always provide. And just a message that has been a lot in a lot of Christian movies, yes, but it does a really good job of making it personal to the characters, especially the dad and Rebecca St. James. You get a lot of personal moments that when you hear that message, it means a lot because it means a lot to them and you understand why. So yes, guys, overall, I really enjoyed Unsung Hero. Yes, it has its cheesy moments because of that kind of cliche message. And yes, it kind of gets a little too jumbled up with a lot of plot lines, at least for me. It took a little bit for me to kind of catch up with the movie and kind of get to what it was going for. But it does show passion. It does show this family in a good light. And it does show what they really stood for and what they really believed. And I feel like with a movie that's kind of chronicling music and a true story like this, I feel like just getting why they made the music that they did just makes it really impactful and very well more meaningful. But yes, guys, that is what I think of Unsung Hero. What did you guys think of Unsung Hero? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't seen it, do you think you're gonna see it? Does it interest you? Let me know all your thoughts. Also in the comments, if you have other movie suggestions, new movies or old movies that you may want me to review and check out, then leave them in the comment section down below, and then maybe I'll check them out and then tell you my opinion if a movie is worth watching or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification after you subscribe so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.